I'm Tom Breeze. I'm a senior researcher at the University of Reading School of Agriculture, Policy and Development. My background is in zoology and ecology, but I have a PhD in economics. And for the last 15 years, I've worked on the economics and social sciences around pollinators and pollination services. In VALOR, I'm leading the University of Reading team, and I'm also the project coordinator. At the University of Reading, the School of Agriculture is one of the founding schools within the university. We're nearly 100 years old now. We're one of the top-rated agricultural universities in Europe. We specialise in everything from sustainable land management all the way up to agriculture and food economics. The whole gamut, including livestock, crop sciences, biodiversity, policy, and even international development. So VALOR has been designed so that all of our work in the focal regions in particular covers all of our bases. So it's ecological, it's economic, and it's social. We're showing how important pollinators are to ecosystems, from the plants and animals that are naturally found in the environment, the economy, so not just the farmers, but also the people that buy from those farmers and you, the end consumer. And also the kind of cultural, social values associated with pollinators from mythology and history and TV and even like modern video games. These are everywhere. They have that symbolic value. They've been used to inspire everything from construction to artificial intelligence, and they're such fantastic, fascinating creatures. But everyone has their own different perceptions and views of these different plants and animals, that it's great to just go and catalogue them all, because variety is the spice of life and there's so many varied and interesting places and people. So I'm coordinating the project. We're also heavily involved in the field work. We'll be having a UK focal region where we will conduct the ecological, economic and social science research. I'm also involved in developing VALOR's impact profile, and particularly I'm in charge of our handbook of methods, where we will be hopefully reducing a lot of the barriers to entry around pollinator research. I'm also very interested in pollinator natural capital, and will be leading a task on developing better natural capital metrics that take more value out of the huge breadth of data that the European Union has available to it. And also we'll be looking at links between pollinator visitation and crop yield to actually determine what the shape of that relationship is as part of Work Package 4. Our focal region's in Kent, which is kind of Britain's fruit basket, in the sense of this is where the majority of orchard production in the country is, and our focal region is really based around these orchards. It's a lot of orchards who we've worked with as part of previous projects, including European projects like the RESPOL project, but also a lot of UK projects. In 2014 we published research demonstrating there's actually a very economically significant pollination deficit in Kent apple orchards that actually many of the farmers weren't aware of, and they've been working with us since to try and close that gap. Well, in part because they want more reliable production rather than necessarily they want the highest possible yields. It's just having that year-to-year stability, that's what really matters to them. So hopefully our research will continue to help them have nice, stable, consistent yields. I'm hoping that VALOR will encourage people to engage with pollinators and pollination more, and also sort of understand how pollinators influence all aspects of society, not just farmers and farming, and hopefully bring more of these actors, be they businesses, policymakers, or just landowners in general, who are not necessarily farmers, into the pollinator conservation sphere, because at the moment we do put a lot on farmers in particular to achieve our conservation goals, whereas actually everyone is benefiting from pollinators and everyone will benefit from stable pollination services. It's just hopefully building up that evidence, and particularly that quantitative evidence, to make those arguments to those other actors. So multi-actor approach is really important to VALOR, and indeed to research projects in general, because our research really needs to span a whole range of different people. And it's pointless doing this research when those people aren't in the room and don't have a say, because if people feel that something is imposed upon them, they will reject it, or they will simply not understand it. Whereas if they're in the room, if they have some ownership, if they're helping to build up that research together, then there is that greater investment. And we've seen this in UK and EU research that we've been involved in. And I'm really delighted at the number of businesses and government actors that are involved in VALOR are going to help really shape what we produce into something that's going to last, both in terms of having some nice long-term things to look at, but in terms of its influence in actually, hopefully, changing the way that we think about insects and biodiversity. It's complicated, but we love it.